Okay, so now I'm live. So you can probably see me if you're on that link. It'll take a minute. There's a little bit of a lag. But it's now it's starting. So there's a little bit. So you can see me as I'm presenting. Now, if there's a moment that you're like, I don't want them to hear me. I need to cough. You can mute the microphone up here. Or if you're like, I need to run another room real quick, up here, you can turn the camera off. Let's kind of take a look. For you guys. But the way that I used it is so I would just be sitting in my office at home, 7:30 at night, going through their list of questions and talking about it. And what I would do is, you see where I have this screen share selected? Right there on my, I'm trying to show the teacher and student view. If I'm like, okay, let's look at your list of questions. If I press screen share, I can share what I have on my computer. What happens? So, yes, especially live ones. So right now you should be seeing this on your computer, or slowly it'll pop up. So I'll be talking about, let's look at question 5 and let's do that together. Okay, and I'm like, okay, now I need to bring it back to me. All right, what I would do is just say, stop screen sharing. Oh, sorry. Stop screen sharing. And it brings it back to me. Okay, so I have found about an hour long for my review sessions, but once they're there, they automatically save to YouTube. And the live stream link that you gave the kids to start is the same link it's saved under. So you're not like, okay, here's my live stream link, here's the recorded review video link. It's all under the same link. And that is forever available for those kids. So, and again, if I want to, so see, you can see down here on the bottom, maybe that just popped up. It says 13 viewers. So I can see who's watching my video right now. But once you give a kid a link to either watch it live or watch it later, that's the link that they use. Yes, so if I'm in here, that's kind of what I started to do, is if I left the live chat, is I would toggle between the two windows. I would say, okay, guys, I'm going to take a minute and I'm going to check and see what's going on in the live chat. And people can't see this right now. I can just go back to it. And I can kind of watch the live chat. So if I can say, did I explain that well enough? And if you trust your kids to respond the right way, you can always go back here and say, all right, I see that a few of you are still confused. So again, the live chat's beautiful if you've got kids that can handle it, because it's kind of like their follow-up to you and clarifying their questions. Okay? So, oh my goodness gracious. It is, I'm trying to think of anything else I want to tell you before you leave. Okay, best thing about this is it eliminates excuses for kids who can't come to review sessions. They can never, ever say again, but they were at the review and I wasn't. Guess what? You can all be at the review from the comfort of your PJs. Be at the review. And if parents say, well, was there a review session? Did you guys do anything to review before the test? Let me share the YouTube link with you in this live stream. And it's a pretty powerful tool. So, and then at the end, again, I did just another video of how I went through everything. I tried to make videos for every step. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Oh, it'll do that. When you screen share here, if you want to share something that's on your screen, it'll still bring in your voice from it. It just won't show your face. It will show your whatever's on your. Yeah, anything. So if I do this, let me make sure that you all can see. If you're still on my link, because we have a minute, present to everyone. Oh, look at that. Okay. So if, let's say you want to do a math problem and you want to write it out. Well, yes. You're just watching it. Yeah, but that's where you'll still be able to hear my voice and see me typing. And then if I'm like, okay, I want to bring you back to my face, I just press stop and it brings it back to my face. So yeah. Honestly, I would say on average, my reviews were like 50 minutes long and the kids stayed on it the whole time. Yeah, because I would watch that and be like, okay, are we getting to, but I think what helps is if you have that doc as a teacher beforehand, and you can go through and like, all right, this is the same question, just asked in different ways, and you can really pinpoint that before you start. That's the other good thing is when you have kids come in for review sessions after school, you're doing the planning. Kids are driving the planning. You're just organizing what their thoughts are and kind of where they want to go. So it gives them more ownership of, and I would tell them, if I get on this doc and nobody's put a question up, we're not going to live stream. So it's your job to put those on there. So it kind of puts, again, putting more responsibility in the kids' hands to drive their learning. Yeah. So, and if you check back later, I'll press stop broadcast.